Anytime I've had the privilege of granting interviews, I give what is due to Caesar to Caesar. No matter how you perceive him, what he has turned out to become or what he's becoming, you can't take it away from him that he mustered courage to face Obasanjo's excessive power demonstration between 1999 and 2003. I mentioned courage. I didn't say it was bold, because courage is not absence of fear. Courage is still doing what is right when you are afraid. And I can testify from stories I've heard of how he was afraid of what could happen to him too. But he fought up to the Supreme Court, and they obtained what you now label or title fiscal federalism. However, the same president refused to release the money meant for development to them, because the monster that we have created, called the federal government, if somebody who is not fair-minded, who is not just, takes the reins of power, he can abuse it, as it happened in the early days of our democratic process again from 1999. Thank God that the likes of Yaradua came back. They came into power and paid them what was due. But how many states can muster enough muscle to fight such when they are barely breathing? Do we need to do what is right, to do what is just and what is fair based on fighting in court? Or for men of goodwill to sit down and follow the pattern of the one who created the world? Most of the politicians today, who mentored them? They wear the cap of Awo like I do. This is my own cap though. But they don't have his brain. They wear his glasses. They don't have his vision. They attempt to wear his shoes, but they are not walking in his path. I can rise up today and castigate President Buhari, but I've not sat on his seat, and I did not know the enormous things confronting him. Anyone that will beat his chest that I would do this, I would do that, I would do that, must first and foremost have been tested to see what are militating against a predictable progress for a nation, or to execute an agenda or a plan, or to set goals for ourselves. But nation building is not an overnight thing. I am not prepared to fight for those who will not lift a finger. Only a foolish man fights for those who will not fight for themselves. I do not want to be a voice to the voiceless. I want to collaborate with men of goodwill to restore voice to the voiceless, until we get to the point that no citizen is more important than another citizen, except when they release them to serve those citizens. That the office of the citizen is the most important office in the nation, not the office of the president. We are thinking right, because he's a servant of the people. Now, having said that, I am fully persuaded that to this end was I born, and for this purpose I came to the world, that Nigeria will be saved, Nigeria will be changed, and Nigeria will become great in my lifetime. And you better believe me, I'm not a loner in this persuasion. There's so many people who can see the great potentials and they want to translate potentials into kinetic energy to put this nation on a motion that cannot be reversed. And when such men will rise, by the grace of God, as it had happened in other nations, it will happen here. Don't let us quickly write off our nation and dismiss it. Worse things happen in America. While they were fighting for liberty, freedom, breaking the chains of slavery, heinous crimes were committed. But eventually, America became like a melting pot that attracted other nations to contribute to the development of their nation. And everyone is first and foremost an American before he tells you, I live in Mississippi. May God grant him grace. I'm speaking for Nigeria. I pray that God will grant him grace to do it. We do not need to look too far. There are men of goodwill within and outside of this country who are ready and prepared to contribute their own quota, provided enabling environment is created for them to contribute and flourish.